G'day guys, welcome back to Tradio Podcast, proudly powered by TradeTools. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Brad. I myself am a tradie, but I've recently hung up the tool belt to bring you guys podcasts and videos courtesy of TradeTools. So in this podcast, I interview tradies and people at different stages in their careers and from all walks of life. So whatever you're doing today, whether you're flat out or just kicking back, we'd like to say thanks for listening to Tradio and enjoy. So we got Nash here from, what company are you working with?
DJC House Carpentry.
DJC House Carpentry Constructions, yeah, yes. Right.
So can we redo that because it's constructions?
DJC House Constructions. We got this, mate. Yeah, right. And you're an apprentice chippy.
Yep. Just gone third year.
Just gone third year. How are you finding it?
Good. Loving it, actually. Yeah, so just gone third year, so halfway, hit the halfway mark, and can't get enough of it.
I reckon it was one of my favourite jobs, swinging the hammer.
Yeah?
Yeah, I loved it.
When did you do that?
I started my apprenticeship when I was, I think, 18, maybe 19, I think.
Yeah, right.
And,
so your first trade?
Was that my first?
That you got into?
No, the first apprenticeship I started, never finished it, was bodybuilding, which is not what it sounds like. As, you know, looking at me, you'd probably think fitness bodybuilding, but doing coaches at over at Coachworks where I started. I think it's in Archerfield or somewhere anyway. But, that didn't last long. Had a bit of a falling out with the boss and that was the end of that one. But, other than that, my first job was actually packing fruit.
Yeah, right. Where?
Up at Gympie, mate. Yeah, right. Little fruit shop up the road. I'd walk up there and pack potatoes into bags. And it was as fun as it sounds. That is exactly how it was. You go grabbing handfuls of potatoes and then you'd hit a rotten spud. And, yeah, it was terrible.
Doesn't smell right.
Nah, and I'm sure they'll pay me less than they were meant to. But what do you do? I think I was 14 or 15. I don't know. Yeah, other than that, mate, I've got around. I was a bit of a job whore.
Yeah, what else you done? For
lack of a better term. So I knew you were going to ask this question, mate. I put a little bit of a list together of a brief summary of Brad's working career.
What you've done.
What I've done. And, so I started with packing fruit and then I was floating around doing second-class welding jobs for a while.
Second class?
Yeah, so I wasn't ticketed or anything, but people would hire me because I could lay a decent MIG weld.
Yeah, right.
Tig, I'm terrible. Casey proved that. And then I've made and installed industrial roller doors for a while and travelling around installing them, the real big.
Yeah.
Yep. Building and installing elevators with MRL elevators.
Interesting.
That was cool. Yeah, we'd set up all the guide rails inside the shafts and then construct them all inside the shaft.
Mainly commercial?
Yeah, it was. Yep. But we did do some domestic stair chairs. Stair chairs for oldies and stuff like that. And people that were, for the kids to play on pretty much. That was fun. And
when you come home sauced up, need to get up the stairs.
And I worked on the workover rigs with Eastonwell out on the gas fields. Spent 3 years out there doing that.
Wow.
Made it to
where were
they? Out near Roma they were.
Yep.
And I made it to. I nearly got to Derrickman, so I was a motorman or leading floor hand out there for a while, and that was good coin, but it was hectic work out there. It was crazy. Yep. And then other than that, heaps of machine operating and all that good stuff. So,
heaps.
A brief summary, mate. Yeah. There's probably heaps I've forgotten. But
mixed bag of cats, you've been doing all sorts.
Yeah, jack of all trades, master of none.
Perfect.
But anyway, what about you? Was that is Chippy your first gig?
No, I finished school and to be honest, didn't know what I was going to do. Only a week out. Yeah, I was at my mate's house and his old man walked in and said, "Hey, you boys want to come to work next week?"
Yeah.
I said, "Righto." My friend knew better. He knew what it was like.
Yeah, righto.
Doing the structural landscaping, building block walls and things.
Structural landscaping, right. So we all know what landscaping is, but structural landscaping, what is?
Trying to make it sound better than what it is. But it was block walls, fences, obviously retaining walls.
Yep, okay, righto.
Stairs, concrete stairs, that sort of thing. So more of the structural side.
I gotcha.
Of course, we did do your standard. We did laid turf, we build gardens, that sort of thing. So we did the harder side of it, and then of course what you think of when you think landscaping,
planting all the plants and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But how long did you do that?
For 2.5 years, I think, roughly around that mark.
So you know your way around a garden, mate.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Bit of got a green thumb, mate.
Something like that.
Bit of a botanist.
How PG, we got to keep this.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we'll wrap that one up there.
Yeah, perfect. So,
so you're kind of fresh out of school. Do you remember if they promoted trade much at school?
Yeah, they definitely did. They promoted like school-based apprenticeships and that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay.
They try to get you into it if you were willing and keen. But of course, it was more about uni.
Getting that OP and
yeah. Focus on doing that, doing your 5 subjects to get you good OP and go to uni. So the focus was around that, but they definitely tried. And I think I'm probably a bit younger than the other blokes that have come in on this, and they've all said, and girls, that was a good episode. They all said it was all uni, no trade.
Yep.
Possibly they might be coming back around to trade.
Yeah,
because I know there was more talk of it when I was at school.
Yeah, righto.
But still definitely heavily sided to uni. Yeah,
which it just seems crazy, because life as a tradie, is a great lifestyle, and and Australia needs it anyway. Like we need to.
Where do you live?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
exactly. So we're all, not that all trades are to do with building houses, but
no, that's right.
A lot of them are. That sort of thing. We need to be here doing it. So, and I love doing it.
Yeah. How did you actually get into carpentry? Going from the structural landscaping, how did you swing around to chippy?
Well, I did a few other things in between, but long story short, I actually went to the PBR one night with a group of friends.
PBR.
Professional bull riding.
Oh, right. Okay, righto. Yeah. We'll touch on that later. Okay.
Went to that with a group of friends, my cousins and a couple other blokes, and they're actually all chippies.
Okay.
And one of them invited my boss and his wife. They're sort of like, I'm only 22 and they're all around the 30 mark. So
so they're all old like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah, that's right. They are. So they invited them, and that's where I met my boss. And it was just funny. Right at that time, he said to my cousin, who's a supervisor, "Hey, any young blokes want to start an apprenticeship?" Because he was right at the mark of leaving his boss and going out on his own. He was searching. And my cousin just leant back and pointed to me sitting right next to him. So
there you go.
Had a yarn and started 2 weeks later. We were into it.
And you said to your current boss, "See you later, mate."
Yeah, basically.
I'm out of here. You seen the light, mate. You never looked back.
No, actually at the time I was working at Taracash selling suits at the time. Completely different. Yeah. People wouldn't pick it from my way. But I was doing that. So I was doing that as a part-time gig. Yeah. And then when I started doing the chipping, obviously it was 5 days a week.
Yeah.
I was still doing that Saturday and Sunday. So I was pretty flat stick there for a while, and eventually I just went, bugger it.
How's that? Swinging a hammer by day and then selling suits by night, mate.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I had a rip a tan there in the store. People were like, something's going on here. He's got a fake tan or something, because you can't get that working in here.
Well, I thought when I seen you, I thought he's running a fake tan for sure. Look at that. Look at that olive, the bronze skin on him.
Doing me best with wintertime here.
Well, I've spent that long indoors, mate. I'm starting to go that pale. You can count me pulse through me skin.
Yeah,
don't even have to touch it to count my heart rate.
This studio outside.
Yeah, I reckon.
Get a bit of vitamin D.
But see, we got to keep it PG.
Hey,
mate.
that was legit.
So what do you love most about swinging the hammer?
What I just said, being outside.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
And being physical.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. Yeah, and just looking back, that's always rewarding. Standing back after you've finished a job and then looking at it, it's like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. And just being outside, being active, and getting paid to do it, eh?
So the people you work with, are they like good mates of yours?
Yeah, so as I just explained, I met my boss through a group of friends.
Yep.
Who are family and friends. So yeah, we're pretty close now too. We hang out outside of work.
Yeah, cool. Yep.
So yeah, it's definitely a cool little setup I got going. I'm pretty privileged there.
No one here at work wants to hang out with me after hours. I think, no, I'll be right.
Don't blame them.
Brad invited me out. What do I say?
Yeah. You don't have another bloody wedding or something to go to, do you?
Yeah. How many grandmothers do you have? That's all right. Maybe next time.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there anything you hate about it?
The same thing I love about working outside. When it comes to summer, I'm one of the people that love winter. Can't get enough of it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm all about winter. I love it.
I hate the cold, probably because I ride motorbikes. My bones just can't handle it anymore.
Yeah, I'm the same. Ride bikes and do water sports and the cold's obviously shit for that.
Yeah.
But being 40 degrees and you're outside working in the direct sunlight,
pretty rough.
That's when you go, bar out.
What am I doing?
But you stick it out, and then same thing. You get to the end of the day and go, yeah, good. I'm stoked I did that.
Yeah, for sure.
If I could do that, what else can I do?
Yep.
So it's good. Even in the bad, you get the goods. So.
Yeah. Well, would you ever trade it up for an office job? For an office job? A nice cozy indoor job.
Look, that's major long term. I reckon, it does affect your body, obviously.
Yep.
Especially being outside and that sort of thing. I mean, I love being physical.
Yeah.
But I would like to think that I could work till I'm 70,
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't think I'll be throwing trusses around when I'm 70. So, I mean, right now, there's no chance in the world I'd trade it up for an office job.
Yep.
In 20, 30 years?
Yeah.
Probably. You know what I mean? That's probably where I'll swing around to. And that's where I sort of am aiming to be.
Yep.
Where you can still have boys working for you, building things, and that's still rewarding. And step more away from the tools.
Yeah.
And
management sort of.
Yeah. That's right.
Sure.
But then I think it'll be good to have the boys working for you, and then you can just show up one day, throw the nail bag on, and get into it and do a day's work. You might do half a day's work.
Yeah, be that boss. Oh, here he is again.
Yeah.
Just come and put the nail bag on.
Yeah.
Mess up a few things and then, all right, boys, I'm out of here. Keep working hard or you're out.
Yeah. Gee, that doesn't look right. You guys know what you're doing. Anyways, I just got a call. I got to go. So.
Yeah. Yep. As soon as you start puffing or sweating, of course, I'll get that sorted right now.
Yeah, you're 2 hours in, you're tin fruit and you got to go home.
Yeah. See you, babe. I mean, boys. Yeah. Whoa.
Nah, that'll be good though.
So, have you witnessed any horror stories on site? Any shocker jobs?
I don't know. Sometimes you show up to jobs and think, oh God, and they're usually the hilly ones.
Yeah, true.
Big posts, that sort of thing. But in terms of horror,
nothing too bad yet.
Nah,
I shouldn't say yet, but it is pretty much a matter of yet.
It's a matter of time.
Yeah,
it's not like the plumbers who got to deal with some dreaded things, but
it's rough, eh?
Yeah, but I think the only sort of horror stories you'll get on site as a chippy would be injuries, I reckon.
Yeah. Have you witnessed a few or partaken in a few perhaps?
Oh, there's been a few around. I've seen a bloke get shot in the foot once.
In the foot with the framer?
Yeah, with a framer. I don't know how it happened. It went through his steel cap or bent his steel cap. I don't know. He struggled getting it off. But,
right.
That was a long time ago. And, I've had a few spills myself.
Have you?
The key, I think, is to learn from your mistakes. Yeah, that's the key.
Yeah.
It's all right to make mistakes, but you got to learn from them. Yeah. So I've shot myself.
Have you?
Yeah. 3 times. I'm still learning.
With the framer?
Yeah. Yeah, with the framer, 75mm now, 3 times.
Wow.
I'm sure I'll come around to it.
Yeah, you'll learn eventually.
They're not direct impacts. Most of them, some were ricochets, that sort of thing. Flying, So
yeah. Did you have any hit bone or anything or?
Once. Oh. Yeah, with the ricochet, I tried to shoot through a ceiling batten. So that's stupid. But
the only time I ever had a nail go into my finger was just a finisher, and it was a steel frame house. I was doing the fix out, putting the arc on, and I was holding it somehow. I can't remember how I was holding it. Yeah. Curled around and I thought I got zapped and it stuck me to it. And then I realised, it curled around into me pinky.
Yeah. Just same thing. Yeah. And I've never tried to do that again. So like I said, learn from it.
Yeah.
I tried, it was thin steel, so you can't shoot it straight because it'll pull you straight through. So I angled it and my hand was, 100mm behind it and it just ricocheted off straight into my hand. So that was good. Other than that, fell through some flooring.
Fell through flooring.
There was a small sheet of flooring across some joists.
Yeah.
And it wasn't sitting on one of the joists right as it was sitting like right at the door.
Yeah.
And I went peeling out there to go pick up some beams, and down I went. Landed on.
What, they like 450 centers?
Yeah. But I'm pretty thin, so I went down.
Most of the way down?
I got through it. But
did you?
Yeah. I landed on the joist.
Yep.
And that's what did the damage. Landed on my ribs straight on the joist, and then I fell through the gap, which wasn't that far below the gap.
Yeah.
It was only 1,500 to the dirt.
Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah, landed under there, and that was an average time.
So you hit the joist with your ribs.
Yeah, and then hit the deck below. The boys come down, you're right. And I was like, I think I'm just winded. I think I'll be right.
Yeah.
The boss had to play around with the ribs to see.
Did he?
Yeah.
Get out of it. Let me have a feel there, young fella. Yep. They're busted, mate. Woo. Does that hurt?
Nothing but proper first aid on site, of course.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just thought I was winded. So I got back up, pulled the beams up, wasn't feeling good. Sat down for 40, and then it was funny actually. It was my shoulder that was giving me the most grief, my left shoulder. I got up again after 40 minutes and started marking out the roof.
Yeah.
But in pain, and I said, look, I'm going to do this and I'm going to go home. Not feeling it. And it was my shoulder lifting above my head was just hurting. And it's funny because what happened was long story short, I ended up breaking a couple of ribs and puncturing my spleen, rupturing my spleen. So
yeah, right.
What they said was the nerves for your shoulder run through your spleen. Or for your spleen run through your shoulder.
Right.
So the fact that my shoulder was hurting was an indication that there was something wrong with the spleen. So that was pretty funny. Right. I was like, well, that makes sense because my shoulder was fine.
So everyone's heard of a spleen, right? Everyone knows.
What the bloody hell is it?
Where is it? Is
left
it
side.
It's on your left side,
left side. So I broke rib number 8 and 9.
Yeah, okay.
Which is funny, sending a photo to some people and they were like, you broke 8 or 9 ribs. And I'm like, no, I broke 2, number 8 and 9.
Yeah, right.
But it's on the left side, and 8 and 9. 8 and 9th rib are a bit lower. So
okay, right.
Down the lower side, down there.
So it's sort of tucked up under that, under the bottom ribs.
Exactly. So I don't really know.
What does it even do?
I still probably couldn't even tell you.
No, I'm pretty good with anatomy.
I'm pretty certain it's something to do with like your immune system. Something to do with that.
Really?
I don't know.
Well, if just message our socials, guys, if you know what a spleen does. A spleen.
Yeah, if you could give us a term.
Yeah.
Specifically what the hell
Any
it does.
doctors out there, thanks.
Yeah. Get into it because I'm still misinformed.
Yeah.
Uninformed.
Yeah, I thought it was a made up thing for a while. I got to be honest. Spleen. Yeah, righto.
Yeah.
Hey, Nash, did you know that TradeTools has Australia-wide delivery?
Yeah, mate, you just handed me a piece of paper with it written on it.
Yeah. No, just read it out. Be cool.
Oh, yeah, apparently.
Yep.
So I've been told anyway. One of the great things about the interwebs is if you can't make it to a store, don't fret. How do you know I was going to say that?
I have no idea.
You guys can just send your products to the customers, no matter where the customers are.
We can. Yeah, we can do that. Wherever you are, you buy online, we can just send it to you, as long as you're in Australia.
So you're saying, if I'm standing at the base of Uluru and I need a jackhammer for whatever reason.
Well, firstly, what are you doing with a jackhammer at Uluru, mate?
I know that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I was going to put up some barricades to stop people climbing it or something.
See, that makes sense. Yeah, we can, if you're there, we can probably work out some way to get it there. Maybe not. Don't quote us on that. Yeah.
You're going to end up some strife here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But anyhow, let's get back to it. So we got a new question we're throwing in here, and we're always going to bring in new stuff, But,
yeah, of course.
But this, a very wise man had an excellent idea in a conversation just prior to this podcast, toolbox setups. So we're going to start a quick toolbox talk in each episode. A fantastic idea. It wasn't my own. Thanks, Nash. And so we're going to go over exactly what sort of toolbox setup you have. Because this is, everyone wants to know about toolbox organisation.
Yeah, and especially, I reckon, apprentices more than anything.
Yeah, for sure.
And so,
don't cut out the other people. Hey,
look, they're having a go. But no, usually they're already set up.
True.
But you can always learn. You can always learn.
Everyone can always improve.
That's right. Eh? And I reckon, that's how I'm looking at it.
We're just trying to be the best versions of ourselves we can.
That's it.
So tell us about your toolbox setup.
Yeah, right. So like I said, I've just gone third year and I was at the turning point. Right, I'm going to buy a trailer.
Okay, yeah.
Get into it, get the tools, fill it up, we'll be right.
Yep.
Biggest thing for the trailer for myself was I quickly found out from various people about how much it costs to run a trailer.
Yeah, okay.
Fuel consumption being the most, and I went,
which is obviously a big issue when you're on an apprenticeship's apprenticeship wage.
So that's how I looked at it. I wasn't going to make any more money for towing a trailer, so I figured if I can just get a good enough toolbox set up, I'll be right to get me through maybe to finish my apprenticeship or at least another year or so, you know.
Yep.
So I went with a toolbox.
Yep. And you run a ute, obviously.
Yep. So I run a ute, and at the moment I've got 2 toolboxes on there. I think it's a 1400, maybe 1500 millimeter TradeTools box, a real old one.
Yeah.
My boss gave that to me, so I've been running that, and once I'd filled that, it was getting too hard to work out of.
Yeah.
So I bought one of the higher ones, the 3/4 door Renegade Industrial.
Yeah. Nice name drop.
Course,
hear that?
Yeah. So I'm running that, and I've decked out the inside with a bit of ply, and that holds my drills up top. Like, it's got the shelf in the top, so that's handy.
Yep.
Below the shelf, I've got my drills hung, and then another little section where I keep plans and various bits.
So you done like a sort of a bit of cabinet making inside there to customize it,
Yeah.
And you said you have a video of that?
Yeah.
Because if you do, I might get it, and we'll share it. We might start a bit of a toolbox
discussion.
talks.
That's a massive thing. Talking on that, I bought the new box, went right, I'm going to buy the box, and started looking how to kit it out.
Yeah. Because I've seen a lot of boxes myself, like you got all this space, but it's hard to sort of utilize all that space.
Yeah, it's definitely.
If I'll get that video, we'll put it up on our socials. And actually, while we're on the note, we might take this conversation over to the socials. So anyone listening, we'll put a prize together for you guys, you know, someone sharing their toolbox setup, whether it be a video or a good picture, and whoever's got the best setup, I'll
just upload pictures, because
maybe a Milwaukee Flano, or, you know, whatever. If you're on Makita, we'll sort out a Makita prize. So
we can sort something out.
Yeah, so you'll see that on our socials, guys. We'll have it all set up. Toolbox talk section, or it'll be something like that. You'll get it. You can't miss it. Cool.
Yeah, upload photos of all that gear.
Yeah, very
that's
good.
what I was saying. I went to get my box and I had sort of nothing to go off.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff on trailers, how to set up your trailers, but nothing for toolboxes. And I think everyone's got a toolbox.
Yeah, that's right.
And you want, like you said, a lot of space in them, but you need to utilize that space.
Yeah, well, here we go.
Yeah,
here we go. Just
get into it.
For the people. You're welcome.
Yeah, and I'll upload the video of mine so you guys can have a look at that.
Cool.
And get some ideas. And hey, if you got any ideas for me to make it better, tell me.
Trades, mate. Trade talk. If you weren't a chippy, what would you be? Well, or what would you look at doing if chippy was no longer an option for whatever reason?
Look, it's not easy, I reckon, because I love what I do. But anything else, I reckon I'd have to go Sparky, eh?
Would ya?
Yeah, I reckon.
Right. Why is that?
Oh, look, it's a bit of a cleaner job, but not so much. Not so much that they'll have Sparky work, but I reckon I just don't like the others. To be honest,
right.
Like
the best of a bad situation.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to be a plumber, that's for certain. Like, and not a dig at the plumbers. I appreciate what you do, but that's not me. You know, I'm not about that. So, and you know, bricklaying and concrete and stuff.
Yeah,
that doesn't tickle my fancy. So I reckon.
No, I think you got to love it, doing
definitely
bricky or you know, pulling a screed in concrete. Yeah, it's
for sure. And I know blokes that do.
Yeah,
absolutely love it. They're all about it.
I know. Good tans.
Yeah, better than mine. I just love being a chippy, so that is a hard question. But if I had to, I reckon Sparky.
Yeah, righto, Roger. Good answer, mate.
A bit different.
All right, so tool talk, mate. Have you ever used a tool for other than its intended purpose?
Oh, I've seen other people do it 1,000 times, and it makes me cringe every time. Using levels or drills as hammers.
That's a shocker.
I cannot stand seeing that. I'm like, man, a hammer's so cheap in comparison to what you're using.
I bought a brand new 1200 level a few years ago, but it cost me a fair bit, right? And it was a brand spanker, and I love this.
Probably
thing.
100 bones at least.
It was, yeah. It was at least a Humpty, and that was around the time that I was making spud guns.
Oh yeah.
And I've got this spud gun all loaded up, and somehow I've accidentally shot it in the shed, and it hit me level, right, and dented the level. I had not even drawn a line with this level yet, and it just blew it. I was livid. But, you know, don't load a spud gun in an enclosed shed.
You learn.
Yeah, I know. See, you learn from your mistakes. Yeah.
I look forward to my next mistake as long as you learn from it, you know? That's the trick.
Yeah, that's right.
But no, other than that, myself personally, I don't know. I think I've used my chisel as a fork numerous times, and I think a lot of blokes have done that.
Just the wrecking chisel, eh? Or use the paring chisel and just be real careful.
Just the basher that I was just wiping the mud off my boots with 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I think lots of blokes have done that, but that's about as far as it goes. I try to stick to the script.
Have you got any advice tucked away for any other apprentices that might be in the same sort of page as you?
Oh, for sure. You know, if you can't win, cheat. And if you get caught, lie. Is that what you mean? Or?
Yeah, that's perfect, mate. Perfect.
There's a few different ones. For starters, on site, especially for apprentices, or if you're just on site trying to learn. One thing I think I found helped me was always trying to think about what's going to happen next.
Yeah, righto.
You might be standing there sort of, shit, I can't help, you know, the tradesman do this right now. And you're sort of standing there and he knows you can't help. But if you're thinking about what's going on next, you might be able to go, hey, I'm just going to run in the trailer and get this for the next. And then he'll be go, all right, this bloke's paying attention. This is good,
so,
you know?
And I think that's pretty similar across most of the trades.
Yeah, definitely.
You've got to learn and study the process for each job you do and try and remember the steps.
Yeah.
So
and
next time
and even if you're like an apprentice, if you're standing there and you're going, oh, righto, I'm going to start getting ready for the next step, and you're going to go grab some and you've actually skipped a step.
Yep.
You're not going to get in trouble for that. You shouldn't, you know. They're going to go, he's having a go and he's trying. Better than standing there and just going, oh, wait.
Wait to be asked. That's because it is a pain in the ass to keep directing and asking someone. Yeah, of course. You know.
And then advice for off the site.
Yeah.
Number one, my mate Brendo drills this into me. He's had his tools stolen. Lock your toolboxes.
Yeah, right.
So
have you had any tools nicked?
No, I haven't. Luckily, I haven't.
Yep.
And like I said, my mate Brendo, he did. And it wasn't because his boxes were unlocked. It was his trailer, and it's a pretty wild trailer.
Yeah.
Full, but you know, at the end of the day, they're going to get in if they want to.
Yeah.
It's about slowing them down.
Yeah, true.
Realistically. So
how much did he have nicked?
Like, I don't know, 10, 15 grand worth. Like the lot. Was he
insured?
No.
Oh.
So that was all right. We got together, did the GoFundMe thing. Not that he really wanted to, you know, he sort of doesn't want to ask other people for help, but in that case, it's, you know, that's what he's making his money with. So but he was right. He came around and he's always, is your toolbox locked? You know,
so you learn from.
That's right.
I shouldn't call it a mistake.
His wasn't, but
no.
You know, I'm sure there's people out there that have just gone, I'm just running in the shop. It'll be right, and you come out, boom, you're gone.
Yeah.
So rule number one, if you're not on site, lock your toolbox. I reckon.
Very good. From the mouth of the apprentice, mate. Good advice.
Wait, get off your phone. What are you doing on it?
Well, I'm on the TradeTools socials, mate.
Oh yeah, right. Would that be Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or?
Well, it's we actually, you know, we have content on each platform, so this
keeps you pretty busy.
It does, mate. Yeah, it does.
The podcasts.
We're always running, you know, cool giveaways and posting content to entertain and inform. So thanks, mate. Well done. You can put that paper down now. Thanks. All right, back to the podcast. Right, let's see these rapid fire questions. Our list is pretty small, right? We want to develop this list, the rapid fires. We've had to can some questions because they were not questions that we should be asking. So from here on,
you can ask them. It's just ones that we don't want other people listening to.
That's right. Exactly.
We're getting a bit of strife.
You get what I mean, right? So first of all, it's kind of pointless now. Ute or van? I already know.
Ute.
Yep. Healthy wrap and salad or sausage roll and dog's eye, mate.
For me, it depends on the time of year.
Do go on.
For sure. Summer, can't get enough of a salad. I'm all about it. The boys will tell you otherwise. You know, I might sneak into that smoker truck a bit. But but I love a salad in summer because it's just too hot to eat hot food. Like,
it makes perfect sense.
I'm all about it.
Yep.
Do up the salads, throw some eggs and things in there, and like it keeps you full enough.
Absolutely. What sort of salad do you run? Caesar?
Oh, everyone asks me that, but I've got no idea. I'll just throw bits together. I just wing it. I've got no idea. What you put on that? What dressing you put on? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Just whatever.
Yeah, something different every week. And if I don't like it, I don't buy it again. You know?
Yep.
But yeah, winter time I like to run pastas. Though, you know, warm food. We've got the microwave, so you might as well.
Cut from the same cloth, you and I. I love pasta. I've been loving pasta too much. I sit on my ass here editing all the time, right? And I get pasta from up the road. And I just read the other day how many kilojoules this particular pasta has, and it was alarming, man. I will put on kilos if I keep eating like this.
Maybe ask for like some sort of a warm salad or something. I don't know. That doesn't sound appealing, but
just microwave a Caesar for me, would you?
Yeah, that's pretty much how I go.
All right, so this next rapid fire is a new addition to the list. We've still only got 3. We're really going to try and maybe you can come up with a couple, but all right. So the new addition is biggest stuff up on site, mate.
Taking it back to a while ago, not that I've been in the game long, but the boss said, all right, boys, go over there. There's some joists that, it should be roughly this long. Yeah, they need to be cut this. And we went around and it was a bit of a sidewall sharing with a couple other chippies. And anyways, long story short, we couldn't find the joists. We said, hey, mate, they're not here. He went for a quick look, but we were over there for that long. He just assumed we looked everywhere. Long story short, we didn't look everywhere. Cut the wrong joists.
Oh.
So we were short, and then we found the ones, which were shorter than the one, so we couldn't use.
So you wasted heaps of material.
It wasn't heaps. It was like 3 or 4, but that's pretty bad,
Yeah.
So that's probably the worst we've done.
And they were they actually well hidden or not really?
No, I don't know. They were, obviously they can't be that well hidden. You know what I mean? I can't say, we couldn't find them, Yeah.
3 of us looking, it took a star. You would never have found them.
They were definitely covered with shit, but they were there. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they were there, and we cut the wrong ones.
Ah, well, you know what? You learn from that. Next time we might have a better look.
Yeah.
Geez, definitely. These are a lot longer than he said.
Yeah.
Idiot doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. No.
What other rapid fire questions would be good? What do you reckon?
I don't know. Do you run a dog on site or do you not? Are you going to get in trouble for answering this question or not?
No. No, so we're getting rid of that one too, I think. It's just don't want to stir the pot with anyone.
Yeah, come over here and get in strife.
Yeah, anything that is potentially frowned upon, we're just going to try and avoid from here on out.
Yeah. What boots do you run?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, what boots do you run?
Blundstones. The lace up with the zip up the side, the blunnies, and
got to have the zip on the side.
Yeah, I don't mind the Oliver slip-ons. I ran them.
Yeah, right. I've got Oliver ATs that with the lace and the zip. Love them.
My boss was running them, and I saw him. Went, I'm going to give them a go next. Got them, loved them.
Yeah,
but I find they flog out too quick. Like the pull-on ones, they become loose, and then I find you roll your ankle all the time.
Yep.
Slip back into the Blundstones. Went, this feels good.
Yeah, right.
Secure, So, but I think that's a good question for everyone out there. What boots do you run?
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
Why?
How big's your hammer?
Yeah.
I need an R&B horn on here. What are they called?
You need more buttons on there.
I do need more buttons. I've only got 8 to work with. Not that I use them a lot. But if I had the right noises, I would use them. Yeah, well, don't forget, guys, that Toolbox Talk. Upload your pictures and videos to our Insta or Facebook, and we'll have a nice little prize for whoever's got the best setup.
Before you get away there,
yeah,
for the listeners, because I don't know, how did you get involved with TradeTools?
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, thanks. So TradeTools contacted me with an offer to come down and have a bit of a chat with these guys while I was working at on the diggers at a certain dump.
Yep.
And I came down and we sat down and had a bit of an interview because they'd seen the content I was creating, and we sat down, had a chat, and I said, I'll start making some videos for you guys happily. And here I am.
No way.
Here I am. Yep.
Right. Well, what's your favourite part of the job?
Favourite part of the job is getting to meet all these cool new people I never thought I'd meet. Like the other day, we done a video with Jaral and Jaral, I call him.
Yeah, Big J.
And Sam Thaiday. And I got to go over to Perth and watch a game of the Origin, and there's just heaps of stuff that I get to do that I never thought I'd be able to do. So
yeah, you know what follows that question?
What do I like about it the least?
Yeah. What do you hate about it?
Editing, mate.
Yeah, right.
And actually not working with close mates anymore.
Yeah.
Like I've always been.
You hear that, Rachel?
Yeah. I just need some friends. Yeah, not working like with the boys sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of miss that a bit. And when I go out here and do Snapchats, I think I scare more people than entertain. Yeah, but it is, it's really cool. I'm so glad that I came here and and got to do this stuff because I feel like it's a bit more where I belong.
Yeah, right.
Love the diggers and everything, but I couldn't see myself doing that until, I was 65, 70.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
You got yourself in a little pocket that you're happy with. It's good.
Yeah, it is. It's been fun, and
doing what you love makes it easy.
And hopefully, I can keep the guys here happy, and they keep me on.
Yeah, good. No more inappropriate jokes, thanks.
No, yeah, that's all right. Oh well, let's wrap it up, mate. I reckon that was a good chat.
Yeah, no drama.
It goes quick, doesn't it?
It does, eh?
You think?
I was thinking, how do you blokes talk for that long? Bloody hell.
Have a guess. Have a guess how long this one is so far.
40 minutes.
Whoa, 39.
Not bad.
You're the Rain Man over here.
I'm also wearing a watch.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. If you check that footage, I didn't look at it. I actually don't know.
Yeah, well, there you go. Nash Newnham?
Newnham, yeah, that's me, Nash Newnham.
Nailed it. The chippy. Big things to come, mate.
Chippy.
Apprentice chippy.
Having a run.
How's it going? Just having a slog at it, mate.
Yeah. Just, doing a bit on the weekends.
No, he's not. No, we don't talk about that.
I mean, like I work for my boss on the weekends.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I happen to have a new outro too, but the outro means our conversation's over.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit it.
Hit it? All right. It was good chatting to you, mate.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Love you too, mate. Well, there we have it. Another episode wrapped up, guys. I'd love to hear your feedback, and you can email me at tradio@tradetools.com or message the TradeTools social pages with any topics you'd like to hear about. And of course, be sure to hit the subscribe button to keep up to date. Until the next episode, see ya!